Hello there everyone and welcome back. I apologize for having to miss out on another week of Blood Bowl, but with family around it made it really difficult for me to even just do my regular videos, and at least my time, the amount of free time I had to do the editing and everything else required was kind of demanding and probably would have burnt me out quite significantly. So alas, it did not happen, but here we are yet again. Everything's finally back to normal, maybe. And I have a few decisions to make. For one, I did spend 100,000 that I had after my last match, and what I ultimately did was just level up my stadium. In truth, this doesn't mean anything just yet, but now that it's level 2, I have the ability to unlock, or at least choose one of these benefits with the current money I have, and they kind of each get their own little differences, or at least little benefits. And in all honesty, I'm probably not going to grab any of these, but if I were to pick one of them, what I might do is this Nephal's Altar, which makes the star players a little more affordable, especially if I get petty cash to help with that. That might be what I want, and it only accounts for games that are on basically, what am I trying to say? Anytime, that I'm playing on my stadium, these effects will kick in. But if my opponent has one on their own stadium, their upgrade will be available, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we eventually got there, I just don't know if it made any sense or not, so either way, the Nephal's Altar is probably one I would seriously consider, and what's the other one? I'm trying to find Referee Rest Area. This I might also consider just to encourage a lot more fouling. Since both players would benefit from a bribe and hell, there is an actual option here to get a free wizard as well, if I so wish. I just don't know where that option is. Okay, here it is. But I'm probably not going to go that route in all seriousness, if I'm even going to get an upgrade at all. And let's change the cheerleaders, for crying out loud. I don't think we need the humans there. But nonetheless, I have still one upgrade that I wanted to decide for Oratl here. And a lot of my mindset for why I want to go Frenzy first is pretty straightforward, and I'm not quite certain how exactly it functions, but what I was planning on going, once I grabbed Frenzy, I was seriously considering Juggernaut, and I was worried that maybe there'd be a bit of redundancy between Juggernaut and Block, since I don't know if they actually work together, since as you can see there, I can treat a both down result as a push, if I so wished. But ultimately, I think I made my decision. I'm going to stick with Block, since Frenzy and Block, well, Block works really well with Frenzy at least still. I just am yet uncertain if Juggernaut will synergize with it very well, but I am playing around with a Dwarf team, at least in AI matches, and to hopefully figure that out, since they have Troll Slayers and they have the Death Roller, at least with most of those skills already unlocked. So it's just a matter of getting lucky on the Devils when I'm leveling up and fooling around with them to see if that's actually true or if they work together. But until then, Oratl is going to be my 4th blitzer or 4th blocker, and when he eventually gets level 3, then I will inevitably get Frenzy for him. So now that's all out of the way, I also was contemplating removing one of my rerolls and maybe doing something else drastic to bring my team value down, and I think I'm going to stay as is. We're at 1600 team value. I am terrified of the opponents we're going to face off against, especially with how many bashy teams we had to play so far at least. So this is going to get brutal for my team, especially with Chaos and the absurd amount of claws we may encounter. But I'm going to trek through this, even with my bloated skinks that, at least so far, probably are not pulling their weight. But with a little more development, that might change. But with that said, let's continue on here and see how we do. Alright, low point ogres. I have a good number of blocks to deal with their Noblar at least, but what exactly are they? 6 ogres, so they were able to afford that, and 4 team rerolls. No, they actually have 5, I take that back. So 5 ogres, this is a little more traditional. They have 1 additional Noblar, and what do they have? Movement speed. Okay, movement speed. 2 levels on 1 ogre, and then diving tackle on this one here. So overall, not really terrible. Let me just confirm my guess, since I don't really want to buy anything. Unless, how much points would they have? They have 1,300, I have just over 1,600, so they would have 320,000. I don't know the star players to really take advantage of that. Because if they're just under getting like another ogre of some kind, then I would like to avoid them being able to afford that. Although, I really should check on how much base cash they have. Oh, you're gonna get Master Chef. This can be good. This, in all honesty, I think I'm okay with this. I think, anyway. It depends how it plays out, since the Master Chef is easily the most expensive type of standard inducement you can get. There's gonna be 3 rolls, and if they roll a 4 or higher, they steal a reroll from me. And since I have a handful of blocks, I should be okay with this. I just gotta play cautious based on how it plays out. But at least they don't have any other upgrades, so even if they steal a single reroll, I'm fine. I won't argue at least. So you stole all 3. At the end of the day, I should be okay, because none of them have block. I have reliable rolls still, but this could be tricky. I'm on defensive too, so it's not terrible for this half. I realistically would need my rerolls for... what is it? I'm losing my train of thought there a bit, but I'm going to need the rerolls for when I'm on the offensive, at least for picking up the ball, since I don't have sure hands, or at least the skill, to easily help allow for that. Actually, let me stick with this setup here. Let me just get a good skink there. Let's see, my most expendable skink. And Mastekwet, you can go there, since you have break tackle. You're going to be important for this. Oh. I'm going to need all my Sorai, so never mind that. I was kind of overthinking this a tiny bit, but let's do the ceremonial safety then. This protects my skinks. Mastekwet, you're there to help protect from fouling. And I have a block to add to this. Actually, I want my blow. Since these are only armor... well, they're an armor 9. For some reason, I thought they were armor 8. But I might be thinking of the dang Minotaur from Chaos. That's probably what it is. Strength 3 is going to be important for the 3 dice block for my skinks, so they can actually help contribute too. And I think this is all I can do. I also have guard, which will be helpful a little bit here. Since they don't have guard, Krosa, or I guess maybe the proper pronunciation is Kroxa. I like Krosa better, as odd as it may sound, since I'm kind of seeing the X as more of a soft X instead of like, as it's literally pronounced for Kroxagore. So maybe that would be the big indication there. Either way, I like Krosa. It sounds a little more pleasant rather than brutish after all. And I'm going to stick with it for now. But I have a really well kitted out team, and I don't think it's possible they can utilize, well, with all... bribes. Okay. I'm definitely going to use that on their ogres. Knocking them out is going to be a big deal, but gotta watch for the Noblars at the same time. And the only one that can get 2 dice block is this one here, since Krosa is not base to base. That helps a tiny bit, but that's only if they bash the little guy, the Sorai there. Okay, no armor break there. That's always a scare after all with these type of matches. Oh, you did get to... oh, that's because you knocked back the Sorai, that's why. And now I no longer have guard, but... and I have... no, I don't have block, but you're gonna reroll. So I'm wondering how I should play this as far as like the rerolls are concerned. Since they can pretty much do that almost every turn. But since they burnt this turn, I'm hopeful things fail. No, they managed to pick up the ball, alas. And this is the one with the break tackle. We gotta keep that in mind. That's gonna be the scary one, but it's not really more powerful. except it does have Juggernaut. So it can break through. Well, Juggernaut doesn't help with any of these skills. Both down, do it. So no stuns, no knockouts. That's probably the best type of first turn I could realistically ask for. Now, how do I best go about this? Easily, I can blitz one of them. I'm just not going to get much of a follow-up attack. And how many Noblar do you have? Just a 1. So I like to send out the numbers for denying possible assists. So you guys get on up. I don't want to get base-to-base contact with them ideally, but at least with the ogres. Everything else I could care less. Especially since they're strength 1 Noblar after all. And I'm going to blitz the hell and start trying to send these out, and it's going to be a great experience farm again for Oratl. Just got to make sure I'm positioned properly to at least minimize some of the damage potential, although denying assists isn't really all that big of a deal with them strength 5, unless they're attacking Krosa. So stay there. Sadly, no stun or anything like that. A little bit disappointed, but we're very likely to get injuries of sorts. And I almost wonder if, well, I should have moved my skinks first. I was thinking maybe dodging out, if I were to be honest, but let's get our defensive line all prepared for any possible blitz. Hell, I could do this too wide, since the Noblar are going to dodge no matter what, almost all the time. Let's not kid ourselves. So, aside for one Sorai base with an ogre, I'm going to try... Well, I'm going to have to wait till these ogres present an opportunity for me to bash them, because I shouldn't realistically try and get in their face. Unless I'm very confident that I can get something good out of it. I want to send the number, maybe. I'm just trying to think, what's the main value of killing the Noblar, in all seriousness? Less numbers for them, so they don't get, ideally, a good number of assists. And these guys are a pain in the ass, too, for my Sorai, just because they can tie me up. Let's keep that in mind. And I really do question this, because I can blitz you. It's just a okay, you're gonna blitz my guy. Alright. Oratl is gonna be a bit sore after this. I can at least intercept, deny. Just gotta remember there's break tackle. And Gorpek does survive, so if... Now, can he survive again? Both down. He's kind of doing his job, as weird as it sounds. He's basically knocking down the ogres. I just kind of wish. Now, the big question, I kind of want to free Gorpek up. How to best do that? Krosa has guard. But... I really want to free... I really do want to free Gorpek, because otherwise he's just going to be a punching bag all game. And if they walk into me, then I have an opportunity to get a bunch of blocks. But Mastekwet has a prime opportunity here to hit. I want to see... I'm just going to try dodging with you. I think that, as stupid as it sounds, that might be what I do. I probably should have done it both down, but to keep it in place. So, I thought I had more movement, but again, Oratl was knocked down, to be fair. So both down, perfect. And yeah, you're giving us a bunch of free blocks here. I'll save you for last, like I said. I'm gonna chance to dodge, because at least that guarantees you get out. And then we'll start farming on some Noblar for at least the second half. At least try to. We're not getting as many juicy injuries as we did before, though. Now, we're gonna keep running through here. At least then you can't use your brake tackle, at least effectively. And how much movement do you have? Only 5, so I can rest easy knowing you're not going to be over on the left side, unless you're going to try a handoff. You could theoretically get away with it with all these rerolls. But I do need to play safe. I seriously need to play safe. And I'm going to avoid Gorpek being a punching bag. I got lucky. I seriously got lucky, but even then, if I failed, Gorpek would be free. That was kind of what I was counting on. Now, how good of a screen is this? Is what I'm wondering. I think maybe I go a little bit more on the right. I'm just wondering how likely they'll blitz Krosa. I think I want to keep him there to protect Krosa. He's the only one that can actually fight him head-on, one-on-one. And I still have tackle zones, so I'm okay. I just gotta be ready for the bashing if my opponent's bold enough to get in my face. This is where I have to make a power play of some kind. But with no rerolls, that is risky. So, Narpow, poor Gorpek is not getting a break, is he? Now, I don't have a Strength 3 Skink here, but I could possibly get 3 assists still, depending on where they go. Or even just Blitz. Now, I'm not too worried about the boneheads, whether they happen or not, since again, we have rerolls. And there's... Okay, you just let it go. I sort of question that, since you did do your blitz. And if you want to try and foul, by all means. Because you're only getting 1 additional assist on that foul. And I have to remember I have that too, who am I kidding? I just need an opportunity to knock down Ogre that is kind of isolate. Like this one right here. So this is like what, a 10, roughly 15% chance to work? And we're okay. So I can easily get a 2 dice block here. That's what I'm going to plan on do. I can get a 2 dice block here, and I want to look into a foul on you as well. Gorpek, now you're the question. I think I want to blitz with you, but not exactly all that appealing just yet. But I can get 2 dice blocks. So, am I okay with my formation if things go badly? Base contact here against the skink. We're gonna have to try and see, in all honesty. Well, that works. I'm not getting injuries on the Noblar, so why the hell on an Ogre? Oh, well, I'll take it nonetheless. No. I'm just wondering about experience and all that, because this is a prime opportunity to bash. Gotta be careful not to overcommit, since my formation could suffer here, is what I'm afraid of. And I gotta keep my where it might get pushed, too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to bash the Noblar. And of course I had to move the Sorai that did not have blocks, so that was a bit of a mistake. But, if you bonehead, then that's fine, I guess. Sadly, you do have sidestep. Okay, that actually worked for me. Thank you kindly. Oh yeah, you're gonna blitz. Who am I king? So I might as well get you up. You're gonna get bashed, but I might as well get you up. It did not pan out. This is why I should have gave it to someone with block. Misplayed that a tiny bit. Especially since I was also going to plan on blitzing a Noblar, let's be honest. But I have Skinks to dodge. We got them surrounded to a limited extent. But this Ogre could bash me, and I know they're going to bash the Sorai here. Okay. At least one of their Ogres is out, and that is a big deal. Hell, do you have an Apothecary? Yes, you do. You just chose not to use it. Now, what are you going to do here? You get 2 free blocks. Well, there's a Bonehead there. And I'm surprised you're not re-rolling that. I do honestly think that may be a bit of a mistake. Maybe. But with rolls like that, maybe it's probably safer that way. Okay, push, I'll take it. And that was Axmatil. No, that's Oratl, is it? Yep. So you can get a good block next turn. You could, but I would have to blitz a Noblar first. And with sidestep, that means Axmatil has to do that. Nope, Mastekowit's in a little bit of trouble here. No, more fouling. This is why I was a little bit afraid of that, and that mistake did cost me. Only a knockout, though. Ooh, thank you for the raid, I think. It's not updating my viewer count. But I don't know who you are, but I guess thank you for the raid. Let's see about murdering some ogres now. And we have an opportunity to knock down the ball carrier. I just gotta deal with these Noblar, which I do have Oratl to easily knock one out, but I'm gonna need 2 tackle zones, which means these 2 need to die, and I'm relying on a Skink to somehow do that. And sidestep actually negates that, let's not kid ourselves too. Sidestep over here, even with a knockdown, I'm not gonna get my 2 assists. But I'm gonna have to knock you down nonetheless. How am I okay? How am I with this formation? Just hang back a little bit here, because my opponent's gonna try and break on through here, so I need players at the ready. What else do I need to do? I could get away with a 1 dice block. It's still a 1 in 6 chance. I just need the actual assist, which means this Noblar dies. Nope, it's not dying. But, okay. That was unfortunate. Because now I don't get my assist. Unless Krosa goes in there. The problem with that is I then would have to do a dodge afterwards. So we're going to have to hold off on that for now. And let's not screw up again. We're trying to bash this ogre, shall we? Just making sure I do this properly. Yeah, time up with Krosa ideally. Oh, the Noblar, I forgot this cursed thing. And I can't get any more assists. Yeah, Axmatil should have gone here, damn it. It is a 1 in 6 still, and it works in my favor, despite me fumbling that a bit. Now, where do I put you? Thank you for that, although my microphone is incredibly sensitive if I don't have it at the right angle, it has that weird little vibration noise every now and then, so I'm hopeful it sounds good. I'm always paranoid it may not work, or it's not positioned properly. Now, one thing left to do is just move my skink out, since Oratl is in a little bit of trouble. Do I put you there, actually, to kind of deny a surf potential? Since I got kind of all my other bases covered for now. I think I'm okay with this. I'm just wondering how I do better. Sure, those 2 minor misplays are a big deal. Especially with my captain, Masteko, kind of being knocked out. And are you going to re-roll the bonehead? Actually, it's not really... Yeah, it's not terrible for me since I did injure one of their ogres. Oh, did they just disconnect? Did they actually rage out? For crying out loud, they stole all my rerolls. I'm hoping they didn't rage quit out. Because that is kind of the name of the game of ogres, you would think. Since it is, like... Especially with all 6 of your ogres on... If you have... Okay, never mind. They made it back. I'm just a little paranoid what's going on. So you're down. I have to remember I have a goddamn bribe too. I'm just really worried about compromising my formation because of break tackle. I think that's a guaranteed dodge, and it's still a 50-50 chance with the regular dodge attempts, at least on a single tackle zone. But I'll happily take that failed knockdown attempt. Alright, Axe Matil is in a good spot for bashing. I just got to... Okay, so you're gonna... I do have side steps. Yeah, you are gonna surf out the poor skink. Which is fine, because I was... It protects... Ooh, bonehead. So sadly it does push. But it does keep my sore eye safe. Which is probably the better compromise since I do have a spare skink still. And that's only a level 2 skink, so it's my low... I already know he's knocked out. Why are you telling me twice? Is it because... Why exactly did... Oh. Oh, for a moment I thought maybe my sore eye was knocked out. I'm confused what just happened there, but either way, I still have a spare skink, so I'm okay. So both down. Oh, you burnt your reroll. Oh, you were gonna try and knock me out, which actually could have worked. But with a red dice, yeah, they were trying for a double surf, maybe. Okay, maybe that was a little more riskier than I realized, but thankfully block and the red dice helps tremendously. Yeah, it's always worth a shot with the Noblar. How to best do this, though? There's no real opportunity. And let's see, you're not a strength skink, no. You're just good old Kungwa, but you can still get a block in. Okay, stun, that helps a little bit. Let me see, how many Noblar are actually left? Just 2 that they can move with. And I want at least a assist for a single dice block. And Krosa is perfect here because of guard. Do not bonehead, please. Not a big deal considering they're all over on the right side, but that changes things a bit. Since now I can only get 1 dice blocks unless I'm really lucky here. And who has blocks? Or just Axe Matil and I have a blitz here. Oh, there's a Noblar back there too, cursed little bugger. Trying to ruin my momentum. And you can get 3 dice there easily with the skinks. I'm just congesting my formation a bit. Actually, I could knock the Noblar out too. That would help free up a little bit of space. Am I willing to do that? Because again, more players over on the right, and I'm worried about what break tackle can do. Oh, we're waiting for opponent as well, so it gives me a little more time to think, I guess, is the bonus. Now that Crowsack kind of ruined my plans there, but to be honest, that Noblar would actually ruin my attempt here on a blitz, but I could have still done a blitz of some kind over here, maybe? No. There's this Noblar, who am I kidding? It would have been impossible to get a 2-dice block. Unless Kroos had gone here. It's just a shame the Bonehead played as it did. Okay, so it's doing my moves, okay. Gotta be mindful of how things can go wrong here. Because I don't have a reroll. And you're gonna do a blitz next, so let's at least force him to go left, if nothing else, and can't not have the possibility to go straight through. I get the POW. That knocks at least another Noblar out. So potentially they can't surf my Sorai. Well, that's not really true, because you can blitz over on the right. So Oratl might still get surfed. But I don't know what's going on with my opponent's connection now. It's definitely going to drag on the match a lot longer than normal. But it's going to get annoying after a bit. Injury I'll take, because now that's a permanent loss with at least a Noblar count. And I do get a 1-dice block here. And then you can move. I'm still wondering if I should blitz the Noblar. I want to minimize the free blocks. And I don't think, yeah, Gordy can't really get there safely. Not without Go For It anyway. And this is the same odds of a Go For It. So where do I position you? Well, actually, you just go right here. This ogre can't knock both of us down, but do I attempt? If I get a skull, that might be bad for me. I'm not going to do it. Actually, it may not be terrible, but again, we're talking about break tackle, for crying out loud. I'm not experienced enough with how impactful that can be to really judge if that's safe play or not. Even though it could have been a really good chance of an injury or stun if I did knock him down. I'm just going to try and play it safe since Krosa kind of failed me there. But these disconnects are annoying. I at least have the convenience of cutting this out some in YouTube if necessary, if it gets a little excessive. Since I do plan to switch this over, or at least edit out. Waiting for our opponent again. What the hell's going on? It was good the first little bit, and this is looking like a good opportunity of a shutout. At least they're not likely to get the touchdown, I want to say. Since they have to go through at least 4 tackle zones here. If this ogre is going to go straight through, and trust me, even with all my rerolls being stolen from a master chef, keep in mind, that actually happened, I don't think they can get through all this. Since they will likely burn at least their break tackle on one of them. Okay. This match is just getting more and more confusing for me. But you can only knock down one Sorai and then commit to a blitz with the other one. Unless you want to blitz with this ogre. And you do have 4 rerolls for the Bonehead potential. So they're likely going to get their actions in. Oh yeah, I forgot you were sitting on your ass. Silly me. The damn size of these things make it a little bit tricky. Never mind the Noblar like I hit that before, not noticing. Okay, so I think Gordy he is sort of safe unless they roll terribly here, since it's still Bonehead there. Okay, you're gonna push over here. Yeah, now you can surf. That's the plan. I would have loved them both down. But Oratl's still safe. At least not knocked out, at least. Oh, and you had another Noblard there. Again, I keep forgetting about this cursed little thing. Now, Krosa, you're going to be important in this endeavor for your guard. I'm just wondering how to best do this. Because I get one dice here, so I kind of want to put Krosa there for that reason alone. Although, it's not going to be as convenient as I make it sound. If I put you there, I can easily get I can get a 2 dice block here. It's just a really awkward formation, it goes without saying. But Krosa does kind of tie him up a tiny bit. And these skinks are... yeah, these skinks are relatively safe. I'll just use them for denial. Although, Karnox, you don't have sidestep. This is the worst position to put you. And then your strength 3, so maybe I have you here deny a 3 dice block. And I'll dodge later. So I kind of want you here. Gotta keep in mind I don't have block on you, do I? Yeah, neither of these have block, so I'm a little bit scared of this maneuver. But it could... no, it could domino well for me if it succeeds. So what else do I need to do just to dodge? Let's see, 1 in 9 chance. It's basically 1 in 9 chance for both of them to go bad, so let's try this first. I should have just pushed them away from Krosa, to be fair. That may have been a mistake. But now this snowballs for me. Oh, damn Noblar yet again. Always foiling my plans, you cursed thing. 1-6, 1-9, so I take the dodge chance first. And I gotta keep in mind, you're just probably gonna blitz. And you can only move 5 spaces, with 2 turns left. Do I tempt this? Because you can only knock one of my Sorai back unless you blitz. It's the same predicament before where I'm worried that it might go badly. And if it does, then they can get an opening here. I'm feeling a little greedy because I want to get the injury, but it's probably not worth it considering how close we are to this half ending. I just should have pushed that ogre away from Krosa. Waiting for opponent again. I don't really notice that on my... well, I did notice it once on my turn, so... I wonder what's going on. Oh well. I like to think I'm still in good position. They have 2 turns left, but they need to move at least 2 more spaces, and they definitely have the rerolls to try and get away with go for it. Or at least a dodge of some kind. So I have to, depending on how this plays out, I need to commit entirely on denying them from just rushing the ball into this touchdown. Here's what I think the main plan is, and there's the blitz I was expecting. And I do have dodge that helps tremendously, and I have sidestep. I'm just gonna stay in your face. Whether you fall up or not, you still have to dodge. Although again, break tackle makes this a little difficult to do. And what's the movement on them? You only get 2 movements, so unless you want to go for it. Which again, they have rerolls. And Mestequet's not here, so I don't have my Sorai with break tackle to kind of try and get in the way. So 1 more block. both down, so I'll accept that. Since it's my turn, Krosa can get up and still guard. So, is that a 2 dice block here? Well, it's 2 dice once I get Expatil up. What am I concerned about? Well, obviously a blitz here, and I'm going to want to try a dodge or 2. Is there any Sorai that could be freed up? Only Gore here could probably get free, but I don't think he has the movement. Even if I were to knock the ogre down. Opponent lagging out again. No, don't do it. We're having a serious match here. I don't want it foiled by all these lag outs. But yeah, I'm expecting one of these dodge attempts to fail, but I do need to back up and try and force them to gamble. Even with the reroll. Because I don't want to give these Noblar a chance to dodge. Or at least do a block, since it is vaguely possible for him, even if it is red dice. Oh, Krosa didn't even get up. I just didn't even notice that before. And you have block Gordahi, so let's see if we can at least free up our 1 Sorai. Perfect. Now, I don't know where the hell you can be to be useful if I were to be serious. Oh, actually, that is kind of helpful. So now I may just need to do only a single dodge for a skink. Unless I want to try following up. That's a possibility too. 1-9 versus 1-9. These are both the same odds of going badly. And you do have sidestep there, Karnak, so I may be condemning you to death against an ogre, but it might be warranted. Yeah, I'm just going to take your spot. Even if you still get base contact here, it is still red dice. Definitely a risky gambit, but it forces more dodges, or at least a blitz on this skink as opposed to these two. Oh, and I freed another Sorai. I do have a blitz, so... Although you don't have block, and I think, without a doubt, I need you to support this line. I really want to go for it with you, but I'm not doing it. I think this is a good position there. They're relying heavily on luck to see if they can get that touchdown or not. They are going to get... They are at least going to get a white dice here with these Noblar, I'm pretty certain. Although it is a strength 3 skink. Actually, I'm probably wrong. Since they're only getting 1 assist here for the Noblar to block. Now you're going to attempt the dodges into tackle zones, which is not going to be friendly. What's it going to be? You're checking the red dice out, aren't you? Because you really want to try and block. There's the blitz burnt. Both down, you don't want to take that. Oh, you have Juggernaut. Ah, I forgot Juggernaut. Not a big deal, because it still was a push result. That was like... That all but seals the deal. There should be almost no way they can touch down now. Although, how good a position am I in for the second half? Only 1 knockout on Sorai, and 1 knocked out. They're going to gamble it, because why the hell not, in all seriousness. And they're walking into 2 tackle zones for almost every one of them. Oh, I was going to say if the ball made it to a touchdown, or the end zone, that technically would have been a touchdown, right? Although, we might be here for a while. Imagine the insult to injury if a Sorai picked it up. That would have been funny. Now, there's sadly no way I can touch down, but I can foul. So let's see. I don't have block. I would love to foul this one level 3 ogre. I just need to maximize my chances. And sadly, I do not have block. I was thinking maybe knocking you out of the way. Let me get the 2 dice block. Maybe I can get a blitz up here. Now, I would love to get another injury on these Noblar before the end of this half, ideally. So I think I'm going with using Axe Batil for the blitz. Thankfully, these dice have not failed me yet, but you know that's inevitable. And this ball is kind of in the way, too, if I really want to blitz. Actually, it's this one Sorai that's in the way. As well as the Skink. Yeah, I have to try and knock that down, in all honesty. So let's just move these guys out of the way. And prepare for our foul. And Krosa, well, I could probably knock... Yeah, well, this is the level 3 again. This is the one I want to foul. Actually, no, not with my Sorai. That's a terrible choice. I didn't feel comfortable doing a foul before, but now this is a perfect opportunity. Sadly, no injuries or knockouts. Kangwa. You're the one I want to hand off, so I'm willing to let... Yeah, Telhexel's still level 2, so you're going to do it. Paid off. Paid off. But we did roll Devils. Which, who might can't have a bribe? No one's the wiser. Oh yeah, we have a match still, don't we? So Kangwa, I'll let you try and pick up the ball. And we'll do ourselves, of course, Vanity Pass. Who needs experience most? Well, the Hexel, of course, since the Hexel's still level 2. Now, I gotta make sure this is a pass and not a handoff. Not likely to succeed, but let's try it. 4+, and I'm assuming it's 3+. It's not very helpful, is it? You call that a that was anything but a handoff. That was not even a pass. And I was kind of expecting my turn to just end, but we're in good shape. 2 of the ogres are out, one of which, of course, is a break tackle, so there's no sneaky shenanigans they can do here. Noblars do get up, though. And I am down my own break tackle. Well, that's twice in a row, and all those should be 50-50, if I'm understanding it correctly. Does it show? Yeah, 4+. So that's 6 dice in a row, all of them were successes. This is the opposite of my infamous fireball attempt on Chaos way back when, damn it. The odds are almost well, actually, the odds are even more stacked in my opponent's favor, with all 6 of them succeeding, damn it. Since I tried to hit with a fireball a couple matches ago, and I failed, hitting all 5 of the Chaos players. Now, I do have guard, and this is a formation I'm going to deal with. It's going to be tricky. Krosa needs to be in the middle, who am I kidding? I'm just trying to think how to best do this. Actually, I want Krosa to be able to start snowballing by knocking one of them over on the side. Since you can't really get an assist here. And if I successfully knock one of you down, then I can easily put 2 players here for another 2 dice block. In theory. I don't think I need to be this spread out though, so what tweaks do I want to make? Not really a whole lot. I have 3 of my blocks up. Well, actually, let me switch the blocks here. I want to make sure at least one of my blitzers is on the right to hit a Gnoblar. And there's still 5 of them up. So I think this is good enough, because these guys are just going to run assist. I think is all it is, and I can do how many players? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so I have numbers advantage. I have full 11 still, I believe. So I can easily foul here at no consequence. And I get a quick snap. How do I best take advantage of this? Since I'm not getting much of extra assists. Or any free blocks, rather. And where's the ball going? I should... Well, it might be a touchback. There's always a chance that's a touchback. And Kungwa, I don't want you getting the ball because you have pass. So I want you for the opportunity that maybe I can do a big pass and move play. Do I move these guys any? Because it doesn't really help me at all, in all seriousness. Outside where I pushed them, that might be the exception. I want to tie him into the middle to kind of make it a little difficult for him to get out. Especially with Krosa. So I think I like this. Does it touch back? Nope. And I have no rerolls for at least a reliable pickup. Now Krosa, you have 2 dice. I am going to rely heavily on you first, which gives me a tiny bit. And I have block here, so we'll have the Skinks help out a bit. But first, you're a diving tackle Gnoblar. Don't know if it's a big concern, but it's still diving tackle. It's at least one that's leveled up, so why not try and take it out? Sadly, nothing there. Alright, 2 dice block. Push you into the crowd. Start conglomerating them together. Make it so these ogres don't really have many places they can go. Krosa only needs one assist there. But actually I can get my 2... No, I can't get 2 assists yet unless I go all the way around. So never mind that fact. Kungwa, you're going here. Hopefully to safety. You're a little farther forward than I probably would like, but if this goes well, maybe, just maybe, we won't have to worry about you being right next to a dang ogre. And how fast they only can move 5, so I should be okay for next turn. Or at least holding off my move. And well, sadly, that prematurely ends the turn, but the ball's safe. Still knocked down 2 of the ogres. Base contact, at least. I was eventually going to get a bad roll there. I just don't have a reroll to effectively pick up the ball, though. And I still have block. But again, they have 7 rerolls. Who am I kidding? And unless I pick up the ball next turn, or at least... Because yeah, they can go through any tackle zone. So you blitz with the ogre, so where's that going to go? Okay, just on a skink. Not exactly the most scary. But by all means, try and foul on the 10+. Although they... Oh, what was that? Oh, that's a bonehead, okay. So there goes the reroll. which doesn't matter now. They basically did all they could do for this turn. Yeah, in retrospect, maybe Croesus should have stayed in the middle, come to think of it, because I still could have got a 2 dice block, kind of how I did on the right side. So I oversaw it a tiny bit. But you still need a 10 plus, it wasn't meant to be. Well, you need a 9 rather. So I get the assist here, so 2 dice block. Sadly, I don't have a Sorai with block here. Only big downside. And I'm going to have to pick up that ball. And Kungwa's in a bit of an odd spot, but... Just wondering how to best pursue this. This one's tied up. This one can get blitzed. It's a double go for it, so maybe not. But it comes down heavily to how well well, actually I should try and slow these down. At least make it a little perilous. I can get a 1 dice block here. Yeah, I can get 1 dice easily. Hell, I can get... No, I can't quite get 2 dice. So we'll try for a blitz here. Try again to knock one of them out, or at least injure them. I was hoping to just tie up these ogres as an easy way to contain them, and it's not working out well. But that gives them at least less players there. So this is a 1 dice block, so 1 and 6 versus a 1 and 9 here. And then I'm gonna have to try to pick up first, maybe, before I do the 1 and 6. So that saves my Sorai a bit. The skink can kind of run out. So I'm gonna have to try and pick this up. I will have, actually I'll have another turn, but if I don't at least try to pick it up, it's gonna cost me. So I'm gonna attempt it. Okay, got the ball, that's a good start. Now, sadly this is not a strength 3 skink, with that all said and done, but you can't reach me. So let me just deny you a free bash. And I failed that 1 and 9 at least, so... Good thing I didn't attempt to block over here. That would have likely resulted in a skull. Knocking my player down at least. Now I can easily hand off to Kungwa in the following turns. And there's always a chance they can roll Snake Eyes there. Since they have dodge, they can't burn a reroll out of it. But they're not too terrifying yet. I just gotta make sure I get more of those results with Exmatil. He's on Noblar duty without a doubt. Kungwa, yep. Since I left you base, does this hurt? Nope, you're still standing, thankfully. Sort of. You're still alive, is what I mean to say. So, Exmatil, let's see. I am curious. Well, actually, I can just move Kungwa in the position. I just need insurances that I can keep the ball for next turn, which ultimately comes down to force them to have red dice. So denying assists is the main thing I should be concerned with. You can only go here. So I want to try a cage of sorts. But with how twitchy they are, they can easily get assistance somewhere unless I do a full cage. Which I'm probably going to seriously consider doing. And then Kangwa could possibly run off with the ball next turn. Possibly. Yeah, and Krosa is actually perfect for this type of cage too. I just need someone to tie this guy up first. Oh, and you bone hit it too, so I could just run away from you. As tempted as I am to get more injuries. Yeah, sure, you surf my guy, you burn a blitz if you want to surf my Sorai. I'm not too terribly worried there. I was going to put Krosa there, that was a mistake. But Krosa can screen a tiny bit. Well, these guys just tie up our friend over here. I'm still tempted to blitz here. I'm so close to a level up 2 with 3 SPP. But this is the bigger threat right now. So Krosa, put yourself in an awkward spot for Noblar friends. Ideally, make it so they can't easily get to around the skink. I really do wonder if I even need a Sorai there, but again, I'm going to tie this one up. And this will be an easy 2-dice block. I'm just wondering about my positioning, so I push this ogre in base contact with someone. Actually, I want a 2-dice block, who am I kidding? Yeah, I'll just put you right here. Axmatil is just going to push you to the left. So this should be good. I failed these attempts a few times already, so I want to make sure I do it right. And even if it fails, you're still in tackle zones. And I can still tie up this ogre and at least get in its way. But let's try the screen a little bit more. Oh, I kind of forgot about you, Olda. Kinda. And that's the single dodge there. I just want to make this awkward for our ogre friend. Alright, that looks good. There's a good opportunity for a touchdown maybe next turn. Did I position? Well, go for it. I don't really want... I still want to stall anyway, since this would potentially be the winning play when I do get the touchdown. And if you can... Ideally, I would love 3 red dice, since I am covered and you have no guard on any of these Noblar. Or really on anything, for that matter. So you're going to take it on Axmatil, aren't you, dick? I at least have an apothecary, and Krosa's here to help negate a little bit of foul attempts. A little bit. But you burnt your blitz. And if any of these fail prematurely, that helps a lot with my momentum. But I only have 1 block, with that said. So it's not going to be as reliable as I make it seem. Okay, another 9 you need to roll. Or a 10, rather. Got the stun, sadly. And they haven't even burnt their bribe yet. Which is a little unfortunate, because this is going to continue. But thankfully, there's only 2 of these Noblar to deal with, and then I'm sort of home free. Only one that realistically can knock him down is Gordy here. Since sadly, Oratl is not a good spot to blitz. And I'm wondering about denying them sidestep potential, because really you're the one I want to kill. Or knock down. I could still do some decent dodges, though. Maybe I could trick them. Force... I doubt they're going to sidestep over here, but... if they ever... okay. Can't take that. I was excited for a moment seeing them both down. So that made it a tiny bit worse. I still have a blitz. And I can likely knock you down. And I get it. So I'll be gambling a tiny bit here, and I really... and if you you're gonna sidestep there is a bit of the problem. In all honesty, I would love to blitz you instead. It's just a single dodge I would have to make. Not likely to happen. Actually, I do have Krosa for his potential. Since even if it knock it down, you go here, and then I have to... well, it's a single dodge. I'm just trying to do the math in my head. 3 dice with a 1 in 6 chance. And 2 dice here's a 1 in 9, basically. So this... I'm just trying to figure out what's better odds. Oh, and I have to dodge, so that's out of the question. So I guess we try this here. Not likely gonna work, is it? Nope. You might want to go here, I'm thinking. I didn't see where it was going, sadly. So there's a single tackle zone here, which does not help much. But the Nobbler are in a bad spot, because if I go here I have to do 3 dodges even. Let me make sure I do this right. So you go there, Congo can go, well, to go for it, damn it. This is going to be ballsy. Not worth it, perhaps, since there's a bunch... let's see, I have 8 seconds, so let's try it. Nope. Didn't happen there. No long-term effects? Okay. This one ogre's free and might try picking up. And you have 3 agility on these guys too. Oh, you're gonna try and sort of Nobblar. I completely forgot that was a thing. So that was a bad roll there. So, did you re-roll? Fell out of pitch. So you were trying a little bit too precise there, I think. That does give me a bit of a window, especially with the skink here. Again, I have no re-rolls. And I never did get up with Axmatil either, which is a bit of a mistake. But I want to deal with you, hands down. But blitzing... well, Krosa can't really blitz anyway, let's not kid ourselves, so... I think I know what I want to do. 2 dice with block here, and then just sidestep into this guy. There, and you are now officially tied up. I need to figure out where... I don't need to hand off the Kungwa yet. But if I can get in the way, that'd be great, but... Because I have free tackle zones. It's just a question if I pick up the ball, though. Is what it comes down to. Now, the only thing left is to make sure Kungwa's in position to maybe touch down. And make sure when I pick up, potentially pick it up, that I can get in reach. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Kungwa can only move one space up. Oh, and I had sidestep, so I could have gone right one more. I could have gone along the edge for safety's sake. Karnox, okay. I like this idea, but let me try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Kungwa can go here, and that would be one go for it. Assuming I try for a touchdown next turn. Still no knockdown, alas. This is why I'm looking so forward to tackle on Axmatil. But right now, still didn't get any injuries at all this match so far. And I'm okay with trying an attempt on you. And on you as well. I should seriously consider taking one of the both down results. Especially maybe on Krosa, due to the mighty blow. I don't even get that option there. So that's everything I can do unless I'm worried about this ogre causing problems. Which, I'm not going to take that block. Alright. So that was a bit of an awkward predicament, and it's me underestimating the Gnawblar's ability to just surround me and really screw me over. Since their twitchy trait doesn't really help me at all, since my skinks are already stunty. So I get no benefit from that. Alright, we'll see if they roll snake eyes. Double pow there, that's alas. And you have blocked there, Gudahi. You are the perfect person to blitz, although it is a go for it, damn it. So it's not as effective as I want. Oh, you're trying to throw a Gnawblar. That didn't work. And you stunned him for me. That was the last move anyway. Yeah, that's a go for it. I don't want to attempt that. But I do have to Hexel for that blitz, though. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I really need that knockdown to help with this result, though. I get my POW, perfect. So get the hell out of the way, will you please? Thank you. You're accommodating me nicely with that stun. Now I just gotta tie up the ogre, which is easy to do. Can I at least just get in its way as opposed to get base contact with a skink? Because I really want the 2-dice block here, but I think Krosa can do that. Actually, I have... I can bash this ogre more. Assuming Krosa cooperates, that's the big if. Alright, Krosa's cooperating still. So this is the more valuable type of 2-dice block that I want. And then... Actually, Kungwa I should just move up there now. Because that is a go for it. I can touch down next turn, but I'm not too worried about that. This is probably the screen opportunity I want, anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can get base contact, but not much else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that keeps me completely safe. And this should do more of the same. Unless you want to burn a blitz, which hopefully helps a little bit. Hopefully. There, we get the knockdown, but do we get the injury? Or at least a stun? Got the stun. Think you may blow. Now, the touchdown is the most important thing, so let's not get complacent. I'm going to commit fully to this, since after all, Korpek is... Yeah, he's fresh blood. I can get away with that. And hell, if you get knocked down, that's not the worst thing in the world, in all honesty. I might regret this. But I think that serves me better, even with the both down. So, am I? No, I need double go for it there. Which works out well since I have 2 turns left, but these Noblar are going to be a pain still. Re-roll that dice. They still have 2 re-rolls left, so they're going to have a re-roll for every remaining turn. So I need to knock this thing down to help. Actually, yeah, if I can knock it down, it helps a ton. Sadly, Korpek does not have block. That twitchy trait is really damn irritating. It's making it difficult for me to screen. It goes without saying. As I kind of witnessed firsthand. Okay, that... Oh, that was... I thought maybe they tried go for it again. It's just a disconnect. It's only a single Noblar, and I do have a very respectable chance to knock that thing down. Thank you, Korpek. I wasn't expecting you to knock down an Ogre single-handedly, but you did it. I was mocking him for being the fresh blood, and he's kind of proving me wrong a little bit, that he should not be mocked. Now, how to best deal for our little friend here? Because actually I could just go all the way left and maybe that would be a go for it on a blitz. Or it would not be over there. I think I like this a little bit better. Forces at least a go for it on top of all the other dodges. Now, nothing else to really say or do at this point. Aside for my opponent's disconnecting, or at least lagging rather, and hoping my 3 dice block here pays off or not. I'm trying to remember what... I'm realistically trying to figure out what the odds are to get that POW. With at least 3 dice, and I'm not sure what that is exactly. It should be close to being 50-50, maybe. Maybe. I doubt it, though. Okay, everyone's moving. We're all here. Who's left to move? Just get base-to-base contact with this thing. It honestly doesn't matter. Oh, there's my opponent. Lagging again. Don't do it, damn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone here because sidestep could at least negate a tackle zone they would have to dodge out of. So I should have at least stayed back 1 just in case for that. Actually, Actually, if I have all 3 skinks here, that denies them sidestepping this way at least. So then they would have to go this way, so... maybe I don't tackle at all. I just wish Stop lagging on me, please. So if you go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you need a double go for it. But again, you have the damn rerolls. And where can you go? I'm just a little bit worried about going... Ah, dang it, there is again. Apparently I should stop trying to think, is what I'm learning, because I could have gotten this turn done by now. Because this is the play that decides whether I get the touchdown or not easily. Since my skink's not really strength 3, so... In all honesty, I should try and force the 3 red dice on him too. There's so much to really consider. Because the 3 red dice actually would be pretty good for me, with that said. Because if you go here, it has to be a 3 red dice. I think this is a smart play, because it's more likely for them to not get the hit they want than me trying to knock it down. I like this idea better. I'm thankful I put all that time and effort into thinking this through. And you know what that means? More time to bash Noblar. Have your fun, Exmatil. Still no injury, alas. So a foul means nothing here, so I'll let him keep his players. Although, well, there was no risk here. I was thinking maybe I shouldn't have been base-to-base contact, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's go for it. 3 dodges and a 3 dice block. Wow. Thankfully I have dodge, which is why I gambled on this more. Do I have any block? Yes, I do have Oratl here. I don't know why you decided to go for it. You're just asking the fail roll there, when it kind of was not needed. So an off chance this does not work out to my liking, let's deny a bit of sidestep options, shall we? If that's possible. No, I'm not trying to foul this fella, as much as it may look like I'm trying to. But hopefully you can appreciate what I'm trying to do here. Did I do it right? Okay, I did it right. Now you can only sidestep away from my skink. So we got the touchdown at least. It took a lot more effort than I expected it to be, if I were to be serious. Well, let's see who gets up. Ogres are down. I'm fine with that. Noblar are up. Not a big deal considering only one can get tossed, but aw. My opponent completely disconnected now? Oh, they just conceded. Which ultimately is good for me, because I get 2 MVPs, but they could have still done the 1-turn touchdown. I hope my opponent did not take that as me BMing them, thinking it was a sure victory. I just wouldn't have had an opportunity to say good game otherwise if they failed, is what I'm trying to say. But now I have to burn more money is all this comes down to. No fan factor, sadly, but considering how easily or how accessible it could have been to just murdered their Noblar. It just did not happen this game. And Oratl, did you seriously just level up, or that's just from the MVP? Ooh, and Krosa gets the MVP too, nice. Damn, Oratl, you just leveled up last game. And you're really damn close to getting your, yeah, your Frenzy, good god. I thanked him for the forfeit, I suppose. I don't know how I should feel about it seriously, though. And let's not forget the stats. I guess everyone loves stats, right? A lot of ones, apparently. I just don't know what the ones were exactly. 9 boneheads, so that was slightly in their favor. They actually succeeded on 1 throw there, which sadly threw them off the pitch. Let's keep that in mind. So, in the end, was it really a success? I would argue it was not. Then otherwise. Apparently, I only got a single failed injury there, which was the knockout, so... Despite poor Gore... Or was it Gore or Gorepek? I can't remember. Despite my one sore eye being a punching bag for the first portion of the game, we came out of that pretty good, I like to think. I think that's what I'm interpreting anyway. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. And then POWs... Well, pretty straightforward. Not a lot of POWs, like, since I would have needed those to knock down the dang Noblar, without a block at least. And it looked like they had very little blocks there, but it was kind of average all around outside the stumbles. And I don't think I got any levels up there, did I? Nope. Apparently, oh, I'm getting extra team value because of the extra cost, so I'm gonna have to burn some money somewhere. But otherwise, how are we doing? Ulta needs a touchdown somehow to get an injury. Kungwa's an eternity. I still want to get Expatil level 4 for the damn tackle. I was robbed of it this game, damn it. It felt like a sure thing, didn't it, with how my previous Ogre matches went. But we're doing good on the Arasori at least. Oratl just needs 1 injury, which should be a good possibility depending on what we're up against. And then Krosa somehow will need another MVP, or at least could luck out on MVP for his level 3. So I think we're golden. Thank you everyone for tuning in. That was a lot more effort than I expected, since I was under the impression my blow and block would have murdered those cursed Noblar, and in the end it kind of did. At least it helped. Just was no injuries.